Hi and welcome to this Cancer reading. I'm excited you're here with me. In the first part of the reading, we are going to do a general energy. In the second part of the reading, a relationship dynamic. So stick with me. Excuse my voice, I have a little cold, as you can hear probably. So yeah, unfortunately my voice is not 100%, but I'm not feeling too bad. So I thought I'm going to do these readings. So let's see, eclipse season is going on, so that's intense, obviously. But you can, if you find this reading at any other time, then that also works if it works for you. Let's see. The Prince of Pentacles. Oh, that's a good card to really start a new cycle, as we do here with the eclipse, especially if we want to really plant the seeds and really work on something sustainable. So it seems like Cancer is trying to work on something really sustainable here with this Prince of Pentacles card. Or Prince of Discs in this deck. And it is a beautiful card when we really think about long-term results and also a good working morale. So what do we want to put into a situation? What do we want to reap? What do we want to sow? And how do we find the focus to do just the right thing for a situation? So it's really about a good work ethic, a good discipline, and really about sustainable results. So if you want to work on a project, that's a great thing. If you want to work on more money, that's a great thing, but it's more like a long-term idea. It's not so much about the right now. If you have, some sort of work routine that you need to follow, where okay, I just need to do this every day and then I'm going to see the results. This is basically a really good card for this. And we do have this, of course, Taurus connotation with this card. So you can see here the ox who is in front of the chariot, and he is once with this card, it's like this idea of once the chariot gets into motion, it's just going and going and going. It's not fast, but it's like a very resistant, never-ending motion. So good stuff. So let's see where we are coming out of. The Aeon. Ooh, okay, that's a new age type of energy. So we can already feel that we are drawing in a very new way of doing things, a very new way of living things, of experiencing things. And we've maybe made that decision. Maybe we've made that decision with the help of the above, with the help of a higher knowledge, a higher power, the universe, or a godly type of energy. So this is often also a card that is a little bit referred to a calling from the above or a help from the above. I like to also call it like a deus ex machina type of energy, which is like in old Baroque theater plays where, at the end of the play, often there was just like this God coming, or these angels from above in like this machine and coming down and like saving everybody. It was like shortly before the apocalypse, all of a sudden in the end of the play, the God from the above saved everybody, it was the big savior. So, or the angels. And this is this type of energy where we know we are stepping into a new age, stepping into a new cycle, stepping into a new level of experience, a leveling up. Of course, there is much more symbolism in these cards, but it's just the basics. And oh wow, the chariot, I wanted to say the hermit. Well, we have a second major arcana, so this is really about, I think, a decision during the eclipse to do it your own way, to go your own way. I hear this, I'm gonna go my own way. I don't know how that song goes, I have no idea. But the Hermit is really that type of card that is like, I tap into the inner wisdom to really put one foot in front of the other. It is a card of ultimate potential. It is a card of really being able to master the creation of life really, because he's also carrying the Orphic egg here. He has tamed the hellhound Cerberus. It's in German. I'm not sure how you pronounce it in English. He at the same time has the light with him that shines his way. So this is a very, very independent and at the same time content card. And we are really tapping into our own wisdom, into our productive energy, into the parts of ourselves that are deeply connected to the divine, but at the same time also very in tune with this physical world. It is a Virgo card, so this is not about, you know, just like the dreamy stuff, even though it's coming up here, which is interesting because we do have a 7 of Cups. So maybe it's also a time right now where we feel like, okay, yes, maybe we do need to dream big. Maybe we do need to also let ourselves go into this type of extremer way of feeling things, so we can actually do the work that we need to do. But this is really a lot about practical work here, because with the Prince of Pentacles and with the Hermit card, it is a lot about really doing the things that need to be done. And with the Hermit, it's even more like doing the things that you are called to do. And with this Aeon card, we do have this calling involved. So this is a big time, I think, to be productive, to really put in the work, to listen to your own voice, not so much to an outside voice. The only thing is really being careful about some sort of illusionary types of feeling, I want to say, with the 7 of Cups, because this could be a little bit of a warning that we don't want to overdo it or go overboard with imagining things, because this is like tapping a little too much into our emotional depth, and therefore we might get a little bit of a emotional hangover, really. So also be careful with drinking, drugs, everything that is to the extreme. When it comes to finding pleasure, this is the overdoing of pleasure. So we don't want to get stuck in there, which would be the 8 of Cups, the card after that, where we actually do get stuck in it. So we do want to avoid that, but it seems like it is now also important to think of all the options, all the possibilities, and to let yourself go into these a little more extreme ways of imagining things. I don't think it's going to be too with these earth energy cards, with these strong earth energy cards here, I don't think this is going to be too intense or too difficult to come back from. All right, so relationships. With relationships, I don't necessarily only talk about romantic relationships. It is a close relationship for sure, and I do like to concentrate on one relationship, even though sometimes it comes out as a more of a collective energy. So this other person, Knight of Cups. Ooh, somebody somebody might have romantic feelings here. It could, the Knight of Cups, of course, this could really be a romantic person that really wants to come forward and be like, okay, this is how I feel, here is my situation, here is my feelings for you, I do have feelings for you. This could be just very well a romantic night. If it's not a romantic energy, it could be just a person in your environment that is really coming forward with how they feel about you, how they feel a situation, and it's upright and outspoken, and that's good. So it is moving forward with your emotions, also offering something emotionally to you. I like that this horse, if you can see this here, is really looking up to this hermit. So it might be somebody who is maybe really fascinated by how independent you are, how maybe you go your own way, you pave your own way, you pave your own path. That could be something that somebody is really infatuated with. All right, could be a water sign, Doesn't have to be. So that's Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. So you are here. Oh, Two of Cups. That is, I mean, it was like it fell here, and I do read cards also from where they fall. It's maybe like something where you feel like this could develop. A really strong emotional bond could develop, or is here already, but it's deeper and it's maybe not coming to the surface, but it is here and you can already feel it. So this is nice. There is maybe it's also something you're calling in, or somebody you're calling in, but this is something that's, it's interesting. It feels like it's manifesting. It's not in reality yet, but you know it's there, type of thing. You're coming also from a place of wanting to connect on a deeper level. So this is very much a love reading and could very well be a romantic situation. Maybe you also feel very connected with how somebody takes their emotions and moves forward with them, and is kind of transparent about them and sees them as something that can help them move forward rather than hold them back. Okay, 2 cards. So we have a King of Wands and the 7 of Wands in the reverse. There is a lot of, there is some ego stuff involved, obviously, with the Wands. You could both be, it could be a same-sex thing, especially between men, or it could be that both people want a lot and kind of want the same thing and have a lot of same things they envision for themselves or for this connection, but therefore it becomes a little, especially this other person, I think might become a little sloppy with their boundaries. It could also be you know, but I feel like more because this card is here. With the 7 of Wands in the reverse, we might sometimes not really stand up for ourselves enough, or we might be a little too inconsistent with setting boundaries. It could be that this person is a bit more in an infatuated state, and you're a bit more in a, hey, I want deep connection. I do understand this whole game of infatuation and just like putting somebody on a pedestal, and I'm not doing that anymore. I want a real deep connection. This other person might, but maybe you like it that way, you know. It could also be like, I'm not gonna put myself into that position, but I like that this other person is doing it. Okay, well, I mean, it seems like you want the same thing with a person, and maybe you like to be admired. I mean, who does not like to be admired a little bit, you know? But just make, or, you know, it could hurt the person for sure that, I trust in general, not that you are hurting a person, but we can get into a situation where it becomes hurtful when we don't, where we are not honest about our boundaries, or we let them become blurry, and then we get disappointed or whatever. And we don't want that, and we also don't want to weaken a person, or yeah, it doesn't seem like this person is weak at all. There's a King of Wands here. That's a very strong personality type. With the 7 of Wands in the reverse, yeah, there is definitely something where a person is maybe not standing up for themselves as much as they should in this situation, because, yeah, I mean, could be a situation, you know, and not that there's anything wrong with it. It's like for everybody, however they want to live it, you know, like if a person wants the same thing than you, and they're a little bit bending to how we want to do it, and they might even like it that their boundaries get a little violated, if you know what I mean. I don't see any malintention type of thing here. It seems like very natural, and everybody seems to be feeling good. It could be a very sexual thing as well, of course. And it could be a little bit of a game playing type of thing. Yeah, and we have 5 of Cups in the reverse. It is a good card for me, where it's like, this is not a disappointing thing. It's like, it seems like it works like that. Okay, let's do a couple of charms just for reassurance. Yeah, it's a sexual thing. It's totally, I got it. There is this passion charm. That is my little match here. I don't know if this is working here too. Oh yeah, that works. And that is for me a sexual symbol. So it could be hot to somebody if you violate their boundaries a little bit. You know, it is what it is. It's very grounded in love, I think, especially with this. It's not coming from a bad place. It's more like, oh, I give you what gives you pleasure, you know, because we can't, you know, there's just some things that are deeply rooted in us when it comes to sexuality, that if somebody can meet that with compassion and out of love, then why not, you know? It's really a deeper bond there. And then we have this little charm that for me speaks of a very gentle gaze. I don't know what that means, but it's like about seeing somebody in a very gentle light. I like that, and that's coming from both sides. Oh, that's really nice. Okay, Cancer, this is your reading. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, subscribe, comment, come back, and check out the description box for all the information. I'm an artist, musician, and your favorite tarot card reader. No, I don't know, but hopefully. So yeah, I see you next time. Goodbye.